In this week's episode of The Title Unknown, we will be discussing, wait, what's this? Ghostbusters 3 finally coming to the big screen. A drug that seems to cause more problems than taking care of a useless issue, and the next Star Trek movie. All this and much more.
You'll just get yourself a board.
Welcome back to another episode of the Title Unknown podcast, where we discuss this week's interesting topics that we found interesting and assume everyone else will find them just as so. We bring you a weekly dose of the weird, sometimes obscene, and even possible sighting of me with my pants off. Although that won't be on camera. Everything's off on the lower...
You gotta use your imagination.
The lower side of the recording. I am Format Entity, and with me tonight is Mr.
I'm back. Alex.
Mr. Getalinks is back, and joining us also is Dridelia. How are you?
She's almost a permanent fixture now.
Exactly. It always
That works for me.
like that way.
She's like that hot secretary that you really don't have.
I've never had a hot... Oh, wait. I think I might have at one point. But I wasn't a secretary. She was hot. But...
Alright. Yeah.
Alright. Anything interesting with you, Dridelia, this week? World of Warcraft-wise, level up your panda? Level 90 yet?
No. Just managed to get 2 lots of gaming in. That's it.
Just 2 gaming sessions this week?
Yeah. Sad.
That's 2 more than me.
Slacker. I know, I haven't seen Mr. Getalinks on the on my login at all either.
You know, I almost logged in.
I'm going
one
to
time
move
this-
Dread back to Lightning Hoof.
Oh, that's right. That's going to be fun. Come join us again. We have a guild. Come play with
I
us.
have a guild.
Come play with
You
us.
can come play with me.
Bank slots.
Bank Slot Guild.
That's it.
Ooh, and it is cold. We're getting into the December. I can see my breath now. I don't know if that picks up on the live recording, but it's out there. And so some other fun stuff, Mr. Getalinks. You mentioned that you didn't play much. Was there any other interesting things this week?
No, I did watch Green Hornet this week.
Green
Couple
Hornet?
times.
Yes,
The
a
movie
couple
rocks.
times.
Well, I watched it the first time by myself, and I'm like, this is pretty good. And then took it over to my buddy's house, and we all watched it there, and they thought it was pretty badass too.
Nice. Yeah, I've
If
done that
it's worth
before.
watching twice, then it must be good.
Yeah, not many are.
Well, it was basically like a sleeper movie too. Nobody really liked it or knew about it, and I was like, this movie's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a very fun time. I got to watch it when it was on Stars. It came to Stars. Did you catch that on Netflix or where was
No,
it?
I got
The DVD? Yeah. All right. Well, I watched The Walking Dead last Sunday, and you're still behind.
I'm not ever gonna catch up either.
not
The movie,
picking
this
it up.
sucked.
Oh, I would say that there is 15.2 million people that disagree. That's more than the World of Warcraft players. They were sitting at 10 million.
See, this is where I'm going wrong then.
Well, I just wanted to mention, because that caught my eye, is that the 15.2 million viewers who tuned in, so 10.5 watched the first airing, 3.6 watched the 10 p.m., the 1.1 watched the midnight encore. And it was the season finale. We don't get another Walking Dead episode until February 10th, which I can't wait. February's so
Okay,
far away.
So maybe I'm wrong, but I watched all the way up to episode 3, and then I was so bored watching the show.
I had fun in episode 3, in the first 3 episodes.
It was so predictable.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Yeah.
TV shows where, I don't know what's coming up next, not when I go, oh, I know what's gonna happen.
Well, a lot of that, it's
But
just...
you do that anyway.
They set it up with like the classic, zombie motif. I mean, there's not many ways you can get going. But then you hit a very bad slug in season 2 as well, which is way too much story, and it's so much of a drama that a lot of people have trouble getting through season 2. But season 3 so far, they've come in and fixed their mistakes, so to speak.
Yeah. All right. Let's move
I'm
on.
telling you, it's worth it. I mean, it's out there. It's doing good. I'm excited for it. I had a lot of fun. Other than that, I speaking of movies, I watched John Carter of Mars.
You actually watched it.
I did.
I saw it in the theater, and I thought, no.
You watched it in the theater?
No. I
Oh,
would
you saw
not
it was
go watch it in the
there.
theater.
Okay. I was like, holy cow, you paid money for
No,
this?
I wouldn't pay money for that show.
Holy cow.
That show just looked awful, and I kept seeing it was made by Disney, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that right there made me go no. Yeah, I kept thinking.
Another funny thing is that the guy that played John Carter is in a movie called Savage with John Travolta. I watched that last night, not knowing it was like John Carter's in this. But that was pretty funny to see a completely different character from the same actor. But the John Carter movie, you got to think about you have to, when you go in to see this, and this is what I had a big problem with it. The biggest problem I had with this was it starts off, and I'll spoil the first 30 seconds or whatever, the first 5 minutes.
I think the whole movie's pretty spoiled.
Right. But the idea is that they tell you that they're on Mars, there's humans that are battling each other in like an airship, and there's this weird laser. So they have technology on Mars, and they're all humanoids. They're humans on Mars is the idea. The premise that they set up with. And that I had a really hard time getting over right away. Like, I'm like, okay,
No explanation as to how they got there or anything, just they're there.
They've always been there.
Oh, of course they have.
This is where you have to suspend disbelief and remember that this story was created back in 1890. Before centuries ago, this story.
There's nothing on Mars.
Yeah, right. Before we've had the Curiosity rover on Mars. So yes, I'm sitting here in 2012 watching this movie, and I'm like, wait, we have a rover on Mars. This thing has never seen flying spaceship battles. What's going on? This is dumb. You can't say this is on Mars. Put this somewhere else in a different planet or something, or don't even start the movie saying it's on Mars until later. And then you don't,
Well, this is the precursor to all our other space type movies. This was the precursor. This is 18th century.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, is the story
when
is
this
old.
story came up.
We weren't even on the moon. We didn't have anything. So that's why it's still a good story. And it was. This was fun. Once I got past that
I loved it.
that crap. Because I felt like they were treating me like an idiot, telling me there's people on Mars, but you have to remember the fact that this story was written, so long ago, and it was fun. They did a good job. They have this 6-legged dog thing that runs around super fast.
So my question is, did you go to the theater to see this?
Mm-mm.
Did you
Yes.
I got it for
rent
free. It was on free on Stars.
Oh,
I went to the movies.
You went to the
It
movies?
was great to see it on big screen.
It seriously took me more than a half an hour. Bryan Cranston's in there, the Breaking Bad guy, the dad from Malcolm in the Middle. He played a really good role. That's where they started to get me into the movie. I was like, oh, Brian's here. All right, let's see what's going on. And then the rest of the story played out pretty interestingly. I was impressed by the end of it. Didn't really expect
you just
it
got
to
to
be
take the
any
fact
good.
that Mars is not necessarily the Mars that we know. Alternative reality.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
an alternative reality Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
One
a
where
fun
the,
story though.
It's what Doctor Who went to.
Right.
So tell me about Warcraft this week with it.
What's that?
Warcraft, what'd you do in it?
World of Warcraft. I got. I think I mentioned I got into the Brawlers Guild. I'm not too sure if I had that last week, Dradelia. Do you remember?
Yeah, and you were raiding.
And I was raiding.
Yeah,
So the
well, did
Brawlers
you
Guild-
raid this week?
I didn't know if I got my invite, my blood-soaked invitation, when we recorded, but
Yeah, I did listen to that and heard you
Yep.
say that.
hmm So I paid 40,000 gold for that thing,
Ah.
and I've been trying. I'm stuck. It's hard. You're by yourself, just fighting this big boss guy, and I haven't gotten past rank 2 yet.
And what's your eye level?
I broke 370 with my warrior. I can do the next raid tier in the looking for raid. And I keep looking through all these journals, the raid journal, the dungeon journal, and I can't find a flippin' helmet. So I finally got a helmet to drop out of a heroic dungeon. And that's what I'm wearing. And then there's like no other helmets until I get the tier helmet out of Terrace of Endless Spring or something. The last raid tier.
I had the problem finding helmets for my party too.
I mean, really, we just need more helmets somewhere.
It's helmets and shoulders for me that I always have issues getting.
Yeah, I want a 476 helmet. I can't. It's Fang drops one, from what I understand. And I've been trying to roll my golden coin on Fang, but I just haven't been able to get that helmet. And now that I got the 463, the 476 isn't that high, but I was wearing a 440, something piece of crap.
How's your druid?
He is yeah, 88 and a half.
Wow, he's about 3.5 higher than Gettling's.
Yeah, but I tried. I'm trying to quest because there's only 4 dungeons that you can run at level 88, and I really can't get any more gear out of it. And it's a slow crawling grind to try to level in dungeons.
I hate.
And
I hate the fact that there is nothing more.
yeah,
You sound like that creepy doll that whispers in your ear over there. What are you saying?
she hates it.
I hate the fact that there's only 4 dungeons.
Yeah, until you hit level 90, and as soon as you hit level 90, there's like 10. So they keep 8 locked
All the
up.
heroics open up.
Yeah, they keep 8 locked up, 8 dungeons that you can't access until you hit level 90.
No, you've actually gone through them, but at a lot lower level.
And then, yeah, those 4 are included in the 10 that are available at 90.
So since you've been doing all this Warcraft, what's going on with Rage of Bahamut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing is doing good. I've actually been finding more fun games on my phone. There's this Road Trip 2 game that you flip a car around, and it's like all action, and you go hit nitro boosters and through the air, and
I had
yeah.
my buddy download your Nun Attack game.
That one isn't so good.
You failed to mention that it was a pay game, though.
I didn't pay anything for it.
Oh no, he didn't pay anything. My bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay anything for it.
I
Candy
actually
Crush.
found a new game called Hellfire today.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually kind of fun.
Is it another
Keeps
Rage?
crashing my phone,
slow?
but it's
Well, Candy Crush is doing the same thing to me. Candy Crush is an iOS game. It's intended for the Apple phones, but there's a beta version for Android. And I can tell it's beta because it does crash. Like, I can't pop out of the game, check my text messages, and pop back in. When I pop back in, it goes, died, dead.
no. This Hellfire game like freezes my phone. I have no touch ability.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had to put my phone down and wait for a minute before the Android says, hey. Well, Android will say, hey, this app isn't working, and then it'll shut it down. But it takes a while. Remember my dryer? I got a new one. It's installed. I don't have to use the clothesline, and I'll tell you what, if I hung out wet clothes right now, I'd have icicles on them, so that's not going to work too good for me either.
Whereas here at the moment, they're drying instantly.
You know, 40 degrees
clothesline.
Celsius?
No, only 20 at the moment actually,
Ah,
which is
So-
68.
68
I
degrees?
see Identity is on Netflix.
Yes.
Nice.
You remember John Cusack in this.
The best movies he ever made.
That's one of them. I'm still very partial to the one he goes back to his high school, that he's a hitman.
Just point blank.
Yeah, Gross Point Blank. I love that movie. I can't remember the name of it though. But yeah, Identity is on Netflix, and I heard that from Nicole's recommendals. I didn't get to notice that myself. I haven't watched it on Netflix yet, but I can't wait to pull this up. Actually, on Netflix, I've been watching American Horror Story. Is this one that
Don't
you
get
get?
pulled into it.
Is this
Don't
one you get over
pulled
there,
into
Dradelia?
it.
Do you get that over there, Dradelia?
Yeah, we got American Horror Story.
Did you watch it?
No.
No. You
I
did?
watched the whole first season.
I don't have
Yeah.
a lot of cable
Gosh.
channels because I just don't subscribe to.
So you watched the whole first season?
I did. It sucked me in. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a great series, and I watched it, and at the end,
No spoilers. Shut up.
but at the end, oh my god, I feel like I was watching Lost.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh no.
Because I am sitting into a place already. I watched 2 episodes. That's all I've watched so far. So I'm on episode 3 that I gotta go watch. But
They're all good. I mean, every episode is definitely interesting, and you will get hooked into the episode. The
Yeah.
final episode, you just go, really? That's the end? What happened?
what happened? Right. And I'm still getting that on
The
every
writers got-
episode.
Writer's
Because-
block and went, oh, we'll just do that.
Like Heroes, just end.
Well, the whole
Exactly.
new season now has nothing to do with the first season, except it's got the, what's her name? The Psycho Next Door Neighbor. It all revolves around her.
Oh, wonderful. I'm not too sure about
And like
that.
60 years ago when she's in a nut house or something.
Well, I'm still in. I'll say more as I find out more throughout the weeks. We'll talk more about it. But
Speaking of movies, though,
yes, of movies, we do
Ghostbusters.
have our topic
really
1.
doing this?
Ghostbusters 3 finally coming to the big screen, right? So,
That's
Mr.
what I'm hearing.
Gittalinks, you came across this in your weekly
They ran out of money.
scouring of
Yeah,
the internet.
It just happened on the internet. I went, really? Something trending about Ghostbusters. So I looked it up. Bill Murray is signing on finally.
Yes, Bill motherfucking Murray.
I mean, that's what's been keeping the whole Ghostbusters 3 movie out for so long. Is he was the only one that wouldn't do it.
But I mean, I thought they were going the route of rebooting Ghostbusters and not having, because I remember hearing something about this and not having the Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray and
No, what was going to happen was they released that Ghostbusters video game, and they were going to consider that Ghostbusters 3.
yeah.
But no, this is coming now.
So, what's the
What
most
gets me
important
is-
thing?
They ran out of money. And that's why they're doing it now, because they don't have any money.
It looks like Sony owns Ghostbusters, so they own the Amazing Spider-Man. Amongst, I don't know what other IPs Sony has, but I didn't know Sony had Ghostbusters. Rick
Well, it wouldn't
Moranis
surprise me.
will come out of retirement to reprise his role. Yes. Love to
Ivan
see-
Reitman's directing it. He directed the first 2.
Nice. So shooting is scheduled to begin next year.
Sigourney Weaver's coming back as Dana.
So this is saying, like, yes, it's on.
Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement just to do his role as Lewis.
Mm-hmm. So,
It just
They-
seems so bad.
Seth
could be so
Rogen's going to be in it.
anxious.
yeah. This is getting pretty weird. Ashton Kutcher, Seth Rogen, and Vincent Keith Carthaser. I don't know who that one is. Have been suggested as cast newcomers, so they'll have a new Ghostbusters. So they are doing, like, you know, the old-timey Ghostbusters with a new crew. That's what I thought was going on.
Well, no, it just says that there's new people in the movie. It doesn't say they're going to be Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're gonna make them.
Possible.
I think they're gonna make them
Seems
Ghostbusters.
like it's all going to go wrong. I can see
Yeah,
this going wrong really well.
really well.
Yeah, going
really
wrong.
well or really bad.
Being
Really
going,
bad.
I'm not
I
even
just
going
hope
to
it
download
goes-
that. It's not worth it.
I wanted to go with the trilogy rule. First movie, awesome. Second movie, you're kind of disappointed. Third movie
Meh.
reprises the whole thing.
Third movie comes back and cleans it all up. Although that didn't work with Batman.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
The new
all
Batman,
time.
the new
Sometimes
Batman,
it just
the
gets
middle
worse.
one, the middle one with the Joker was
Oh.
pretty flippin' awesome.
Well, you know, there's some movies that have exclusions to the rule, like Back to the Future. There was no failure in any of those.
I suppose.
Yeah,
Jurassic Park follows the rule. First one was good. Second one was awful. It was good again.
I never watched 2 or 3. 1 was enough for me.
Highlander.
So what's this? What's the
second
second?
movie had nothing to do with any of them.
What's
Third
the second
movie
article
was
with
good.
Ghostbusters?
Nah, it's just more information about it. Dan Aykroyd epic interview about it.
Ethan Cohen.
I can still see it going wrong.
No, don't say that. Don't jinx it.
I'm touching
Alright.
lots of and I'm saying that, okay? It's
When
so
when was the last Ghostbusters?
Long ago.
Let me have a look. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our hot secretary's looking at it. Are you ready for your trivia?
All right. Got a secretary on it. I have Google up. I was like, all right. Ghostbusters trivia is related to Ghostbusters.
It is. You have 10 questions, and I will give you your weekly standing of I got 3 of them wrong. And when I went back and realized which 3, I felt stupid for not knowing them.
So you
Okay,
know the answers
original
now.
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
84.
That was
1980.
2.
No, that's the original.
That's
All right.
2 come out.
What about 2? How long did it take from 84? 84.
That would be like 89.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was. Let me have a look.
I'd say, yeah.
And made opening weekend 13.
1989, Ghostbusters.
Wow.
And it says in IMDb, Ghostbusters 3 in development.
2 is pretty bad though.
2 was not very good.
I like a walking Statue of Liberty
Yeah, that
any
was the
day,
best part of the
but,
movie.
but
They
yeah.
did a better walking statue in Doctor Who.
Yeah. Well, they had a Cyberman that was huge too. That was done pretty well. All right, so the trivia.
Give me
Test
some
your
trivia
might.
music.
You're ready to get me the trivia. All right, here's some good trivia music. All right, I'm ready to fail. Let's see how.
right.
See if I can actually get any.
Brad, are you going to get in on this one?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
See if she. knows
Question
it.
number 1. The first ghost to appear in Ghostbusters is a female apparition seen where? A hotel, a museum, library, or a university?
What if it was like a library and a
Don't
university
get
museum?
technical.
I thought it was a courthouse. Why is that predominant?
Yeah, it's a library.
Library?
Orange
I'm
library.
gonna say university, just so one of us is right. Or
All right.
both of
correct
us are right.
answer is a library.
Impressive.
One of us got it right. Point for Dradelia. All right, number 2.
1 second here.
Da, 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 da.
I can't spell.
All right, 4 beers. Number 5.
Alright. While sleeping in the firehouse that is now the Ghostbusters' place of business, which guy dreams he has an intimate encounter with a Peter, Ray, Egon, Winston?
That was Peter, wasn't it? Dradelia?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's Peter.
I think we're both going Peter.
Your answer is incorrect. It is Ray. Which I also got wrong, because I thought it was Peter too.
Who is it?
Ray.
That's me. I'm Peter.
Why did I not be surprised about that one?
I think it was Peter.
Alright. What form does Gozer the shape-shifting spirit take on? Statue of Liberty, Pillsbury Doughboy, Michelin Man, or the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
Marshmallow Man.
I like the
Come
other
on.
options. I like the other options.
So,
Although
yeah,
Michelin Man sort of like jumped to mind, but
That,
I'm like,
I want to see
not
the
so
Michelin
much.
Man. I want to see the Michelin Man version.
Alright. So, yes, you got it right.
Impressive.
Number 4. When the Ghostbusters are on trial in the courthouse, which ghostly siblings make a court appearance? The Scoleri brothers, the Cornelli brothers, the Fratelli brothers, or the Fasolini brothers?
Ah, God, they all sound alike.
Second one.
I'm going with the first one. Scorlazy. Scores, whatever.
Scoleri.
Scoleri.
Dread?
She was going
I
with
said
second one.
second one.
You said what?
Second one.
Correct answer is the Scorelli brothers.
Impressive.
That's right, right?
That's correct.
One of us had it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yay!
Alright. Winston is run through by the ghost of what transportation device? Airplane, a train, a bus, or a taxicab?
Winston was in a subway. A train would be
Yeah. it would
Considered
have to
down
be
there?
a train.
There was no preference on that. Train is the only one, right?
What?
Oh wait, Winston actually drove a taxi cab.
He drove a taxi cab?
Yeah, Winston
What's the
did
question?
Originally, yeah.
It was what his
Winston
turned his
was
hair white.
run by the ghost what?
The ghost. Yeah, it was like a ghost
Was it a
train. He
ghost
was in the
airplane, a
subway.
ghost train, a ghost bus, or a ghost taxi cab?
All right.
Guess the train.
Alright, train for both of you. You are correct.
Impressive.
Yeah, I said a bus. I don't know why I said a bus.
Oh, we got that. I remember it was in the subway.
Yeah,
So it wasn't like a train out on the tracks. He was down in the tunnel.
yeah it was. Yeah. Alright. There is no multiple choice for this. You just have to know it.
Oh, wonderful.
What ghost ship and its deceased passengers arrived at Pier 34?
What ghost ship?
Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
She got it.
Got it faster than me.
Impressive.
Alright.
I was thinking it was a pirate ship at first. I was like, Blackbeard?
Let's see. Yeah. Whose ghost
Yeah,
is
the moment you
Mayor
said
Lenny?
Pier 34, I went, yep.
Whose ghost does Mayor Lenny say he spoke to? Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia, JFK, Elvis Presley, or Jimmy Hoffa?
Oh, wonderful. I'm going with JFK because I have absolutely no memory of this.
Neither do I. And I can't hear him. Oh, I just hear this double.
Oh, you hear the
And then
double?
go,
A mayor, John F. Kennedy, Elvis Presley, or Jimmy Hoffa?
Jimmy Hoffa.
See, that's what I thought. The correct answer is Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia.
We all got that one wrong, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here's your favorite part. After applying slime to the Statue of Liberty, what song makes her move? Higher and Higher, All Shook Up, Walking on Sunshine, or Twist and Shout?
Higher and higher.
You are correct.
Impressive.
I wouldn't have a clue.
Number 9. Which Ghostbuster becomes possessed by the spirit of Vigo the Carpathian? Peter, Winston, Egon, or Ray?
Becomes possessed. I think it's I don't think it was Egon. I think it's the Bill Murray one. Which one is he? Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
The correct answer is Ray.
It was Ray, it was Dan Aykroyd. I gotta
That's
That's
stop,
me. I'm Peter.
stop,
So far,
stop
I
picking
think she's
PETA.
winning 2-1 on you. Probably the most famous Ghostbusters ghost is the Green Blob.
Wait,
known-
Is this the last one?
Yeah.
Final round.
I have
Oh,
a
I'm
sound
sorry.
bite for that.
All right. Probably the most famous Ghostbusters ghost is the green blob known as who?
Slimer!
He got it.
2-2.
Impressive. Excellent.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's all I got for good sounds. For winning.
Yeah.
It's a tie. Well, I guess we can use this.
Yeah, 'cause you're a monkey lover.
has absolutely nothing to do with Ghostbusters, but... Alright, so how do we get out of this? What do we do next?
Come on, he needs to have come up with the other one.
I know, I'm going to find a tiebreaker for you.
Alright. Just come on with the top of your head. Something I know. What was the first appliance that they used the pink slime on?
How about... What is painted on the Paranormal Science Laboratory? Spengler sucks it, Stance is a horn dog, Die Spengler, or Venkman Burn in Hell?
I like
Burn
that.
in Hell.
Venkman Burn in Hell, Spangler. Die Spangler. I'll go with that so we can have a true tiebreaker.
Correct answer is Venkman Burn in Hell.
Venkman Burn in Hell. Good job.
Impressive.
So yet again, for another week, you have lost.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
You know, I'm just gonna start doing like beer trivia for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spank my monkey and you're gonna watch me spank my monkey.
Alright, so we can break for music.
Alright, so my buddy's been playing this video game, and I figure I have to at least give him some props about the game, so you might appreciate it.
Well, I see on the notes here, I have not listened to this yet, but I see on the notes here it's about Borderlands 2, and I heard a lot about Borderlands 2, and it's been a big success. It's a very fun game from what I hear.
It's a very cool looking game. I played it a couple times with him.
Nice.
It's got like over 6 million various guns because of random generator it creates.
Yeah, it's like Diablo 3 with the weapons and gear and everything.
Oh, don't be a hater. Just play a song.
I was just saying it was similar.
Play a song.
I don't even know where the current song's coming from. Here we go. Borderlands 2 Rap by Dan Bull.
Go. Stop! Hello, Pandora fans. I'd like to show my awesome plans. Hold on tight to your organs, glands. We're riding back to the borderlands. When I hear the gearbox to releasing the sequel, my teardrops are uncontrollable. I'm inconsolable, but fear not. The tears of joy, like me as a boy after Christmas Eve when I see a box. I open it up and say, whoa at the view. It's only overflowing with loot. Locking and loading, I know what to do. Now who am I going to shoot? You. You're a pitiful prick, so I'm ripping you up with a critical hit. Fun to prove my guns and loot. I'll use it if it don't fit. If it moves, I'll shoot it. You tit, I'm a buzzard. You're a blue tit. I fly in the sky and it's fatal. Foes are lying disabled. A hole in the face and reminded of bagels. I'm ever so slightly unstable. Me? I'm hardly an angel. Leave that to the guardian angel. This is the 80s. I'm hardly and painfully making your army unfaithful. Health and safety. Watch your head. Heavy metal. Lots of lead. But before I drop you dead, I'll shred you up like Dr. Zed. I said Zed Letterman. Led Zeppelin never played on David Letterman. But that may be irrelevant. Nevertheless, it's a hell of a method of making it evident. Down as the cleverest rapper to ever use gaming in tracks. Setting a precedent that wouldn't ever be bettered to weapons and made into raps. 87 Brazilian guns, a similar number of brilliant puns. Turn that to cash, give me the funds. Back to back with my militant chums. And blasting stacks of strats of pranks, attacks and pack. Ridiculous fun. Kills with calories, not to be fattening. Tracking and scagging and bagging and tagging him. Having you lagging and manically panicking. Man, it is actually happening. Well, I'm an assassin in you. So if that is a fact, then it has to be true. You're chatting clap trap, so I should grab your knapsack and yank it so your nads are dropping like the stock is on the Nasdaq. Ass hat, don't answer back. Who the fuck is handsome Jack? You want how many grams of that? I'll grind you like my ganja sack. I will be having you crying in agony, violently cracking your violent Paganini. Meanie, miney, more money, less problems. The bigger the gun, the less nonsense. I'm less Mark Ronson, more Charles Bronson, or Revolt Hunter S. Thompson. Said I'm less Mark Ronson, more Charles Bronson, or Revolt Hunter S. Thompson. Less Mark Ronson, more Charles Bronson, or Revolt Hunter S. Thompson. Yes, less Mark Ronson, more Charles Bronson, or Revolt Hunter S. Thompson. Less Mark Ronson, more Charles Bronson, or Revolt Hunter S. Thompson. Did you know that you like this video? Furthermore, did you know that you are about to subscribe to my channel Dugglebeer for more deliciously disturbing rap music? And
I like this guy. The Title Unknown podcast is now on Stitcher. Listen to us on your iPhone, Android phone, Kindle Fire, and other devices with Stitcher. Stitcher is smart radio for your phone. Find it in your app store at Stitcher.com. Stitcher Smart Radio, the smarter way to listen to radio. Alright, so we're back.
So next topic. Prescription medication used to improve wakefulness in adults for a disorder called... Oh, what is it called? It's called,
You sent me this link last episode, but I didn't have time to get it in. That, and you leave me and Dradelli alone talking about Doctor Who, and you're gonna get almost a whole show of Doctor Who.
So yeah, I heard this on the radio. It's about a disorder known as... what the hell is it called? Something... shift disorder.
It says excessive shift work disorder.
Shift work
SWD.
disorder, that's it.
Obstructive sleep apnea, OSA, narcolepsy. So if you have problems with excessive sleepiness, so this is just supposed to help you stay awake.
Be awake, yeah.
Yeah. So there's right away as soon as you log into the page
There's a
here.
better cure for that. It's called tell your employer to fuck up.
Oh jeez.
Fuck up.
Get a
Yeah,
different
then you get
job.
plenty of time to sleep.
And go
to
and
be
sleep.
unemployed.
And then go and have a sleep.
Yeah, I use
These
caffeine
people just
when I
don't
get
get it,
tired.
that the body needs.
So I was just kind of reading through this, and I've never heard of the shift work disorder thing, but it's supposed to be if like you're working second shift and you go to third shift, your body's not used to the sleep thing, so you're
Yes.
kind of funky. Never heard of this.
I can vouch for this, as I've worked third shift where I start work at 10 p.m. and get out at 6 a.m. And the most beautiful thing that has ever happened from that is this: when I was on that shift, Burger King decided to make lunch available, their whole menu available at 6 a.m. That was phenomenal. And it didn't. When I first started that shift, if I go to Burger King before I go home, it was only breakfast. And I was like,
So
damn it.
You need this drug then, because it'll take care
I
of it.
didn't need a drug. I just needed a flippin' Whopper.
But if you take this drug, you could develop these side effects instead of being tired. Skin rash, hives, sores in your mouth, blisters, swelling, peeling, yellowing or skin of the skin or eyes, trouble swallowing, breathing, dark urine, fever. What else was it? It was
May cause death.
mental
Yes, it happens.
psychotic symptoms, including depression, feeling anxious, sensing things that are not really there, extreme increase in activity,
Sensing
mania,
things that are not
thoughts
really
of
there.
suicide, aggression, or other mental problems, heart problems, chest pain, abnormal heartbeats, and trouble breathing. You could also experience headaches, nausea, dizziness, trouble sleeping. Go figure, because you're trying to take this drug to not have trouble sleeping, so you're now going to have trouble sleeping again. But yeah, if you just want to have that Whopper, just take this wonderful drug.
Where was diarrhea? Every drug has a side effect to diarrhea.
No, you'll just have suicidal tendencies.
Oh man, I'm happy it's not diarrhea. I'll take the suicidal tendencies.
You can't take it if you're a child under the age of 17.
Right.
You'd be amazed at how many drugs have those exact same things that we take all the time.
Yeah.
Nobody reads the side effects.
Used to take pills for anything.
I don't, but hey, we won't go there.
Yeah, I just needed a Whopper, and that helped me out.
Just one Whopper. That's all I wanted. Damn it.
Oh man, because no, it's a serious thing. I mean, is that when I'd go home at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., that's my 10 p.m. at night. That's my nighttime, and the sun is blaring. I had to put like a blanket over the windows and make the room completely dark so I can trick myself to believe it's nighttime. So, it's very hard mentally too when you're working at 3 a.m. and your body's releasing sleep stuff, whatever chemicals your body does. Your body's trying to make you sleep, and you're up, and you got to stay up. It's really rough.
Yeah. See, whereas mothers learn, it doesn't matter what time of the day it is, to learn to go to sleep. I know these women that have these newborns and go, oh, the baby's down, I'll go and do all the house cleaning. I'm thinking, stupid. Go to sleep. Baby's asleep. Go to sleep. Trust me. That way you can actually cope when the baby's awake. So like, don't try and do anything while the baby's sleeping. Go to sleep yourself.
Yeah, I love sleep. I haven't had a problem other than when I did that third shift stuff, and that still wasn't a problem. I mean, as long as I ate a Whopper and covered it up and made it look dark, I was good.
Like it's sun blaring through the window, so it's not cool.
Yeah, that bugged me at first. I remember laying there trying to sleep before I figured out the blanket and make the room pitch dark thing, as I ended up laying there until like 11 a.m. It was rough.
Speaking of
And daytime and Nickelodeon with Mr. Face, and fucking hated that shit.
Speaking of nighttime, so one of our topics here is there's a firm that's hoping to sell trips to the moon.
Yeah, I think it's $1 billion.
1.5 actually.
News last night.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about this.
For 2 people, $1.5 billion.
That buys 2 tickets.
Apparently they're
so
hoping
700
nations... They're hoping that countries actually buy the ability to.
Yeah, because I'd want to go to a big empty rock. Who cares about Hawaii? No, I want to go to a big empty rock.
Well, I want to put a spacesuit on and jump like John Carter.
Yeah.
So not going there.
That was a good part of the movie. Who's running this? So NASA's got...
No, it's guys that were working for NASA.
Okay, the venture's called
Now-
Golden Spike Company. So this isn't even my beloved SpaceX. It's not Mr. Tesla guy. I can't remember.
It's not
Yeah.
Virgin
Elon.
either.
Elon Musk.
No, this is a whole new thing.
Huh. You can go to the moon for a couple days. Just
Yeah. Totally worth $1.5 billion.
hang out. Yeah, I can't imagine being there for a couple days, too. You know?
You
I
just
mean,
want to
it-
do the whole jumping thing and come back right away?
Yeah, I'd go up there for the hour. I mean, I don't even know how long it takes to get there.
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
It's
So,
financially
yeah,
doable.
I guess we were supposedly going back to the moon at some point, but Obama canceled that whole idea.
Yeah. There's nothing there.
I mean, they screwed over several ways that we could actually do it. Hey.
It says the selling point of this is the sex appeal of flying your own astronauts. Yeah, because there's total sex appeal there.
See, I can't imagine you can have sex on the moon with the whole spacesuit thing, so it's not like that's gonna be anything. But the trip out there,
I was gonna say, just give me the zero gravity if you're gonna go for sex.
right? But the trip out there, get some freaky time. Although, you know, like coming on a chick's face isn't really gonna work, but
Jeez.
How you'd come up with that?
that would be hilarious. Like, ah, man, it's in my face. What the hell? There's no,
Like one of those weird Go-Gurt commercials.
there's no gravity. Yeah, those Go-Gurt commercials are awkward. All right, so you have another link here about 10 most disappointing games. I love the Vigi games, and there's 10 real quick that are the most worst ones.
Yeah, that's what I kind of saw about these.
So there is a game
Oh,
called Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. Wasn't that just a patch? Or no, that's on the Vita.
Yeah.
That got a really bad score. I know nothing about this game.
The game campaign is short in terms of just 42 minutes to complete it.
Oh, wow.
Ouch.
And its AI absolutely sucks.
Wow. The next one is Family Guy Back to the Multiverse. I've heard some things. I've heard this thing came out. It's on Steam. This is available on the Steam platform, so all PCs and everything. I don't think it's on any consoles, but this thing is dying. I haven't played it. I won't pay money for it. It's a charged game. Like, you have to pay $24 to play it.
Says aside from a handful of in jokes for fans, it's an unfunny, offensive mess made even worse by boring, repetitive combat.
Yeah. So I never tried it. There was a game called Steel Battalion Heavy Armor. This is another one. It's a Kinect game. Hold on. So it's an Xbox. Kinect problems ruin everything here. The game fails to recognize players and can't interpret voice and gesture commands. Topping things off, the game tries to make up for it. There's something about fist bump your comrade.
Yeah, too many enemies at once. So the next one, 007 Legends. Fortunately, it turns out that watching 007 do his thing is often more fun than slipping into his favorite tuxedo, as 007 is a snooze fest, but it never really feels like a Bond game, leaving out key details that made the movie moments so special.
I don't even know what that one's on. I haven't heard of that one.
Oh,
either.
here you go. Next one's for you.
Yes, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. I didn't know this came out.
Man, you're behind the times.
Kinda. But I guess I didn't miss anything. It's on the worst games list.
Your
Lots
AI
of things
controlled
end up in the
teammates,
worst games.
useless. Enemies, nearly impossible to take down. The cover system, broken. And some critical bugs like disappearing floors, and this one's an easy rage quit.
Holy cow. The next one was Medal of Honor Warfighter. This was EA's first attempt to reboot the once proud Medal of Honor series.
Which was really, really good. I used to
Yeah,
like
I used to-
Frontline.
Yeah, I used to play the hell out of Medal of Honor back in the PS1 and everything. I remember storming the beaches of Normandy as a level. That was awesome. It was a great game. But this one has clumsy execution torpedoes. The game's clever idea for an emotional hook, balancing your military obligations with your family's emotional struggles in your absence. Wait, that was them trying to be clever.
So you gotta balance emotional while you're killing things.
Yeah, well, that was a flop.
No,
I'm glad we didn't grab that one. Pick that one up.
We're gonna have PTSD within like our homes.
exactly.
Next one, Connect Star Wars.
Yeah, apparently that was.
It's a game that barely recognizes movements, teeters you to a tight rail, and features a cringe-worthy dancing mode that molests your childhood memories of the series characters.
Yep.
We might have talked about this before too, but this is absolutely horrible. What the hell
I'm
did
putting
they
on my shades
do?
to cover up my eyes.
Why would they create this? I'd rather watch episode 1. What the fuck was that?
I'd rather watch episode 1 and actually pay attention to it.
Yes, forced to pay attention. I'd rather watch Jar Jar than have that abomination be created. Hey, I remember. I thought I heard. No, I guess it's 3. I remember Ninja Gaiden 2, but Ninja Gaiden 3 is also on this list.
The latest entry might look the part, but the tasty eye candy is cut down by bland, repetitive gameplay. Instead of challenge, rewarding those who few pass the challenge, it's a little more than a button-mashing bore. I played the first one, and I got to like level 4, and I got so annoyed because it got so hard.
I beat Ninja Gaiden 1.
It was just I like playing games that are challenging, but that just made me annoyed.
It was challenging. I left, probably racked up the electricity bill when I was younger because back then you didn't have passwords to continue somewhere else. You didn't have save files.
Yeah, you just
but
left it on.
yeah, there was infinite continues. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You just leave it on. I'm on level 5. You just leave it there. Then come back from school and try some
kill
more.
anybody who happened to turn it off.
Oh, I've had that happen. Mom comes in to clean the room or something and... Oh, why is this light on? Blink. No!
Yeah. My mom did that to me once when I played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
Got to the Technodrome and I got so mad because she's like, bad click. I'm like,
No!
It took
Man,
me 9
those-
hours to get there.
Right, those, you know, at that time, you know, our parents had no idea what it was. You give your kids time to save, right?
Of course.
Yes.
And now
Yes.
we have
And if
the
they
most...
don't save, guess what? I tell them, well, that's your own fault, isn't it? You know better.
Right. And then we also have the ultimate luxury as parents to use that. Have you ever had your child act up and ever used deleting their saved games?
No, that's a great idea.
It is.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I have. I've told my son, you know, if you know
really
it's something
threatening
acting
with
up and
no
everything, it's like I'm gonna take all the memory. I'm gonna wipe all the memory on the Xbox. You know, they're
Oh my
like,
gosh, I would go crazy if the Final Fantasy game was like shut down at like 59 hours in. That's 59 hours of just save data, not to mention the other 120 I died in.
yes, wiped.
Oh my gosh, I would listen to every word you
That
spoke.
that gets kids in line. Remember to use that. Another bad one.
Don't play on the Xbox.
Another bad one was Disney Epic Mickey 2. So I believe this is purely PlayStation, right? Because it's Sony.
No,
No, it's Disney.
no, I had it on Wii too. I had the first one on Wii.
Yeah. I guess it's around.
The first one wasn't a bad game. It was just really hard for the camera angles.
And the next one was Resident Evil 6.
2 Resident Evils in 10 games. That's kind of
Yeah, in 2012. I didn't pick up 6 yet. I don't know why it made this score. Resident Evil 5 wasn't too good. I didn't enjoy that too much, but I really thought Resident Evil 6 was going to bring more.
In an effort to please as many gamers as possible, Capcom crammed 4 different campaigns into 6, creating an experience that has been charitably criticized as lacking focus.
You're killing zombies. How much focus do you need? I mean, I guess it would be the same complaint to watching Season 2 of Walking Dead. But it's just zombies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright, well, let's talk about something else
I
we're
still
going to
might
watch.
try it. Still might try it. So the Star Trek movie, the trailer was released. I've been hearing so much, and I've never watched the trailer yet, but I've been hearing so
I didn't
much
want to
about
watch the trailer
this.
yet either because I was going to wait, but I am so psyched for Star Trek 2.
So I've been hearing it's got Khan.
Well, yeah, I think I've heard a rumor that they're going to try and just repeat all the Star Treks, just make them better.
Why?
Because they were all so good. Well,
Yeah, but
except
you don't need to
4 and 5.
repeat them.
Yeah, we don't need a whale.
That would be
Exactly.
No, that would be 4. Yeah.
I thought it was 3. I don't know.
No, 3's Search for Spock.
It's 4.
It's 4.
Well, actually, one of my
Voyage Home
favourites,
5
but we don't
is
need to do it
the
again.
Final Frontier.
There was also a scene in the trailer where the Starship Enterprise is underwater or coming out of the water. So, what do you think about that?
I have to see the trailer.
It's submersible.
That'd be pretty. Well, you know,
Well,
it's,
you
it's
could.
airtight.
Well, it's not pressurized. I mean, when you're out in space, you have no pressure. You don't build a structural
There's
ship.
tons of pressure in space.
No,
That's
you
why you
got-
get crushed.
Yeah, exactly. You've got pressure on the inside. Because we need a certain amount of pressure upon our skin in order to survive.
Right. But the ship itself isn't built to withstand crushing pressures like submarines.
It's made to withstand crushing pressures.
Okay, you guys talk about it for a minute.
Oh, that's all I got on it.
It is actually made. You can go into deep water and you can go out in space. Same types of formats. You think about it when you're going through planetoids and air, yeah, all the rest of it. When my brain actually functioning eventually. Well, it's only midday.
Yeah. So, where is the actual trailer?
It's on the page. On that link.
Oh. Let's see how good it plays. See if we get some audio. Bad Robot. It love Bad
You
Robot.
think your world is safe. It is an illusion. A comforting lie told to protect you. Enjoy these final moments of peace. For I have returned to have my vengeance.
It looks pretty badass. Let's watch it.
So, shall we begin? Is there anything you would not do for your family?
Alright. It looks like it'll be fun, as much fun as the first one.
I'm excited. I thought the first one was fantastic.
I had fun. I had fun with the first one. I'm still I'm still having trouble accepting them for who they are. It's a great fun time. I enjoy it, but it's still not epic to me. And it might become that. This one I hope does. I hope this is the one that brings me in even more. It looks like it has plenty
I'm
of
glad
action.
they're continuing,
Yes.
because that's the one thing. Yeah, that's tricky. Like, they've given up on the TV series, but at least they're still doing the movies.
Once they start with the Star Wars every year movies, they'll put the TV show back on again.
Yeah. Gotta compete. So, what else?
That's all we got.
I do want to give some shout outs real quick. There's a couple new podcasts that have been coming around, and I do listen to a lot of podcasts, and that's what, inspired me to actually do a podcast. But Mr. Revan Geek, the Real Azrothian Hero, also does the Boo Bear segments for numerous WoW podcasts that I listen to. He has started his own podcast with a couple buddies of his, and it's called I Remember It Better. And so these three guys, just the last episode I listened to, they had a throwback of types of foods that they remember as kids, and they're all like, our age and stuff, and maybe even a little older, because they were reminiscing about Pong. It was like, my memories of Pong was, oh yeah, that's on that machine before I got one.
Yeah, I think I remember Pong back in the day. It was
I
on
remember-
television.
Yeah, it was. There was a version on the Atari 2600, I think, but I never really had that cartridge. It wasn't entertaining, but but they were also eating food. One of the guys picked up a bag of Pop Rocks. Somebody else grabbed Laffy Taffy,
Love those.
and somebody else grabbed Advent Calendar chocolate, which is real chocolate flavor. Not made with real chocolate, just real chocolate flavor. So yeah, they had some fun eating some old candies, and they talked about the new Star Wars movies coming up. They're keeping up on all that. But another one is All Work No Play. This is Liam O'Brien. Liam O'Brien plays Gaara the Sand in Naruto. He is a voice actor. He's also Illidan Stormrage. He's the one that says "You are not prepared" in the Burning Crusade trailer. And he started up a podcast. What's that?
He says all that.
What?
That whole 3 words.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, he does the Illidan voice throughout
okay.
the whole game. I mean,
Okay.
he was in the trailer, but he does Illidan Stormrage's voice. It's just that's one of the most memorable Illidan quotes, is "You're not prepared." And he has a buddy of his named Sam. Sam is also a voice actor. And they got together and they plan on doing a podcast once a month or so whenever they get some time. But it was a really fun listening to some of them, talk about what the voice acting career's like. And it's the guy that did Illidan Stormrage from World of Warcraft. That's awesome. So I'll put that in the show notes if you want to check out these two podcasts. They're just starting up. Just like I said, Mr. Gitalinks, I've never found podcasts in episode 1, almost ever. These are the first two I've ever come across that are like, all right, let's see what these guys are going to do. I mean, I came across all these others at episode 30 and 60 or after they've been at it for a year. But, yeah, give them some support, send them some comments, tell them where you heard it. And I think that's it. I just wanted to plug those two things. Did you already send Mr. Winner his prize?
No, I need to get your address, so you need to email me it.
I did.
I must not have gotten it then, because you must have to email me it again.
Alright. Sorry, Mr. Rakarganas, but yeah, it'll be in the mail.
I must have got your email. Sorry.
I'll get it to him. Congratulations.
I'm lazy again.
Playing too much World of... Wait, no. I guess not.
Shut up.
I guess that's not the case. Alright, well, send emails to formatentity@gmail.com. Leave comments in the post. We want to hear your ideas and suggestions. We are also available on iTunes, so rate us up there and post reviews. We love those 5-star reviews, and we'll read them here on the show. I haven't checked since Tuesday, and there still wasn't any, but if you put one in that I didn't get to yet, I'll read it next week. You can find us on Stitcher Radio as well. Give us the thumbs ups there, because that helps us out. You can find us on Twitter. I am at format_entity, and Geta is at Getaversal. And remember to visit thetitleiunknown.com for links to all this information and more. I should add the Title Unknown link is... Title Unknown has its own Twitter. At the Title Unknown is the Twitter there. So,
We're good.
it's been fun. It's been real.
Real?
It's been real fun. I know there's another way to go with that one.
You certain about that?
Take us out of here.
Alright. Thanks you much, guys. Thanks for joining me again.
See you later. Have fun.
Bye-bye!